Does my drinking offend you? Hello everyone, we're back with another local to global episode. It is time for episode 2. I am joined by some premium cider Copperberg with strawberry and lime. Drink responsibly. And I am here for episode 2 of the series. Now, episode 1 was a little while ago. It's been a few weeks. It's been a busy summer. Hopefully you're all having a great summer. And you're probably thinking, NLG, I can't remember what happened in episode 1. At which point I'd say, go and watch it back. I'll take an extra view. Or I can go through the show history right now. So on that show, Jimmy Wang Yang defeated Little Guido. Ooh, isn't that fun? Little Guido didn't take the loss too well and laid out Jimmy after the match, but Shannon Moore scared him away. A reunion of everybody's favourite 2007 WWE CW tag team. Shane Mercer was in action and he beat Jigsaw, not the puzzle. Andrew Everett defeated Colby Corino. They used to team as Sky High, you might not know. And then they shook hands. Masha Slamovich went to a double count out with Sky Blue. Ooh! Space Monkey defeated Darius Lockhart. Grindhouse beat Fight or Flight. Sky High then issued a challenge to Grindhouse. Sky High, of course, Everett and Carino. And then Speedball Mike Bailey defeated Cashflow Ken Broadway in the main event. And then Big Bad Ginger Shane Mercer attacked him because he's an angry man. Aren't all gingers? So, you're probably thinking, what do we have tonight? Tonight we have a booking analysis screen that has potential issues and a fucking card full of action. As in front of 97 people in the Voltage Lounge, we have lost a fan. If we can all just pay our tributes to that fan, that would be very appreciated. As in a bout that had superb wrestling and good heat, Jimmy Wang Yang defeats Colin Delaney, Jigsaw and Kit Osborne in 11 minutes and 1 second, pinning Osborne with a corkscrew moonsault, better known as the Yang Time. Kit Osborne was slowed by injury somewhat as he strained his bicep. Jimmy Wang Yang got a 44, Jigsaw got a 46 and Delaney got a 46. That was the debut of Colin Delaney and Kit Osborne. Delaney, of course, an ex-WWE ECW competitor. He joins Jimmy Wang Yang and Shannon Moore and Little Guido in that retrospectively. And as you can see here, Stevie Richards has joined us as a road agent. He will not be competing for us. I requested that he return to the ring and he said no, and that was the end of that. In the second bout of the evening, Nunzio runs down and he beats down Jimmy Wang Yang. He's very angry as Nunzio. He's got Napoleon complex. He's a little boy. But yeah, you might be thinking, he was called Little Guido a few minutes ago. What's happened? Well, what happened is WWE found out about this and they went, Little Guido? Hang on, we own that. And it's like, but you don't use that trademark and it's expired. No, we own that still. And WWE bought the trademark of Little Guido once again, but just to spite us. They're not using him. They're not hiring him. He only works for us. But they don't want Little Guido to be Little Guido. So he's Nunzio again. And he cuts a promo talking about how the system's holding him down. It doesn't like guys like him, which is clearly 50-year-old Italians. And yeah, Shannon Moore has enough. Nunzio's stamping on Jimmy Wang Yang as he talks. And then Shannon Moore comes out and he demands a match. Wowee, guys. And then Shannon Moore beats Nunzio. He pins him in 9 minutes via pinfall with a Moorgasm. Haha, did you get it? It's like orgasm. Nunzio got a 25. Shannon Moore got a 37. And yeah, well done to Jeff Hardy's weird looking part. I mean, what are those lines on his face? Probably better than any lines that have been near Jeff Hardy's face. As we progress through the card, and in a good match, Ken Broadway returns. Obviously, he was in action in the first card. He was defeated by Speedball Mike Bailey in the main event. Cashflow seemed off his game tonight, but he defeated Davey Vega in 12:33 via submission. Davey Vega, of course, accepted the challenge along with Matt Fitcher to fight Sky High. Unfortunately, Colby Corino can't be here tonight, so that match will be up in our next show. In the meantime, Andrew Everett fights Matt Fitcher later tonight. Up next, we have a 36 when some tag team action that had great wrestling and a decent reaction from the crowd. Fight or Flight, the team of Gabriel Fuerza and Vaughn Vertigo. They defeat Space Pirates, which is Space Monkey and the debuting Shane Sabre. They get the win in just over 12 minutes when Vaughn pins Shane after using a foreign object. He hit him over the skull with the ring bell that was at ringside in the Voltage Lounge. This gets a 36. Shane Sabre was the weak link in the match. This is a battle between two of Canada's premier independent tag teams. I've seen this match before. It was very fun a couple of years back. I want to say in C4. And yeah, big win for Fight or Flight there. A loss for Space Monkey in the debuting Shane Sabre. But it's not the end of the world. It was a tainted pinfall victory. So I think it's only fair that we have a rematch down the line between these two pairings. Up next, Matt Fitchett defeats Andrew Everett. The pair of them go 13-26. He gets the win with the Rockin' Rook knee. The bout had superb wrestling and good heat. Everett with a 45 to Fitchett's 41, which seems a little low for Matt Fitchett by RWC standards. I remember in the other local to global on the channel, New York City Wrestling on TW 2016, Matt Fitchett was popping like 60s on the regular. That man was incredible, and he is a very good wrestler, to be fair. A big win for Matt Fitchett there gives Grindhouse all of the momentum going into their tag bout at the next show. Up next, Masha Slamovich picks up her first victory inside an NLG ring, defeating Ashley Vox, who is one half of Team C Stars alongside Del Miexo. She gets a win in 12-29 via diving headbutt. You don't want to get headbutted by a Russian. Vox gets a 35, Masha gets a 37. Del Miexo, the tag partner of Ashley Vox, did some good work at ringside, accompanying her best friend, who is the Galaxy Demigod, which is quite clever. At the next show, because obviously Sky Blue couldn't be here tonight, the next show, we're going to see what happens when you put Team C Stars in action to get revenge against Masha Slamovich. Masha doesn't have any friends here, she doesn't have any allies, doesn't have any friends, but she does have a frenemy. Well, actually just an enemy, really. So it'll be Sky Blue teaming with Masha up against Team C Stars, and be intriguing to see if they can get along. Up next, in your main event, in a superb match, Shane Mesa goes 2-0 in singles competition here. He defeats M-Dog Matt Cross in 17-28 via pinfall. Shane gets a 36 to Matt Cross's 44. Matt Cross was genuinely not happy about taking this loss, but I said to him, look, you're fucking doing it, mate. I'm not putting you over him. He's the home state guy. Well, home region guy. He's fucking winning, pal. So yeah, Shane Mercer won. And then after the match, Shane Mercer cuts a promo and he laments Mike Bailey for not even being here tonight. Shane Mercer, of course, laid out Mike Bailey last month. He was annoyed that Mike Bailey was in the main event and Mercer was on the undercard. Mike Bailey's not here and Shane Mercer is the main event. So that's a bit of an interesting one. Does it maybe prove Shane Mercer's point? Who knows? But the show ends with a 35. Who we're going to praise? We'll praise Andrew Everett. We'll praise Matt Fitchett. And we'll praise Matt Cross. And there we have it. Show number 2. We will be back in a month's time. Well, a few weeks' time in game, actually. In September of 2022. Which seems so far away, but it's only a few weeks. And in this show, we will, of course, have Grindhouse versus Sky High, and Sky Blue teaming with Masha Slamovich against the pairing of Team C Stars. Can Little Guido, now known as Nunzio, get a measure of revenge against Jimmy Wang Yang and that dastardly Shannon Moore? Who knows, because he attacked Jimmy Wang Yang, but he would have gotten away with it too if it wasn't for that meddling Shannon Moore. Can Ken Broadway get another win? What will Shane Mercer be doing? Will we hear from Speedball Mike Bailey? Who knows? Anything and everything could happen right here on YouTube.com.